Right, we're just off the pitch against Romford where we won 6-0. Keith, we just thought we'd catch up with you. Obviously, we've had 3 games in 7 days over Christmas. So first of all, started at Canby. What did you make of that game?
Difficult. To the fact that right up to the game, well, not right up to the game, as soon as we got to the ground at 2 o'clock, or 1:30, sorry, we knew the game was on. But before that, we had so much rain that there's so many games called off. But actually, the pitch itself was in good shape. Well, as good as it could be, and I just felt that obviously we didn't particularly warm up the best. We went into the start of the game a bit sloppy, and we never really got going. But at the same time, you've got to give Canvey a bit of credit. They made it hard for us, and they've got to be right to make it hard for us because we're obviously a team in form at the minute. And they did. They got everybody behind the ball when they went 1-0 up, and they never really came out against us. But again, second half, I felt that we were on the front foot. I felt obviously with Davey picking up the injury and James Scallon coming in, I thought he'd done terrific. He needs a mention. And again, the second half of that game, as much as they can say they were a little bit sloppy, because I have seen a few little bits and pieces, we were better, and we were on the front foot. And obviously we scored late through an OG, but I'm not being funny. I think if the boy hadn't put it in, Tony Martin was standing right behind him to put it in the back of the net. So in that sense, I think credit to Canvey, which sometimes people don't give. I thought they were good on the day, but I do believe that it was probably a draw was a fair result.
Obviously, we then went away from Canby and had a difficult away trip to Grays, which is on our own pitch. What did you make of the game on Boxing Day?
Yeah, a bit strange because I've never actually done it before. Where it's just in a different dugout, a different changing room. But again, on the day, I thought we were excellent. I thought we pressed them high. I do believe that we went from a different game from Canby to here against Grays, and from the off we were on the front foot. I thought George Sykes scored a terrific goal, and then obviously I mentioned the shot again for a hat trick, because at the end of the day, to take a penalty is an art in itself, and obviously of us missing 3 penalties in one game, Shad being on the bench, but he's he obviously from midfield to score a hat trick, and I thought that the goal in open play was terrific. That it was well deserved. You know, and again, I don't think Grays could have complained. But we were sharp, we were bright. It was for us. I felt it was I couldn't get across enough to the players that it was a derby game on Boxing Day. It's back to basics. It's to be. If we want to be physical, we be physical. If we want to pass it, we have to move it. We have to be on our front foot. And the players were, regardless if it was home or away, it didn't feel either. But it was an excellent performance, and to be fair to them, Carlos, their goal they scored, we couldn't complain, because that was a really good goal as well, you know. So, yeah. But we were well worth the money, you know. And
then today, 48 hours later, we scored 6 again against Romford.
Yeah. Again, I thought we were well worth it. The first goal was a fantastic bit of play, you know. We moved it around. We thought we had to get on the front foot again, because we felt that as a group we've been sort of tight knit and we know each other's games. Whereas we thought they had, obviously through no fault of their own, Romford hadn't played since the 7th of December. So it's difficult, and it's difficult for a football club who's starting all over again, probably halfway through a season. So as much as you can have a good group of players on the football pitch, it's difficult to get them going so quickly, and obviously not having a game. So we took advantage of that, you know, and it's no fault of their own, but at the same time, we've come off a run of games where the players have played a lot together. So our consistency's there. They might pick this up a bit later on down the line and hopefully take points off people around us because we've stopped playing them. But again, I thought in all honesty, I haven't said this one before, but I thought that anybody who paid to get in the gate today, we were well worth the money, you know. and we have been like that for quite a few weeks now. Anybody comes in that gate and puts money through the gate, they get their money's worth. You know, we were fantastic.
Obviously now we go another league game next Saturday against Maldon. If there's ever probably a 6-pointer at the top of the table, it's one of those. If you're looking at the Premier League game, if it was a Premier League game, they'd dub it as a 6-pointer, wouldn't they? They'd say
would, yeah.
Title decider, etc. But it's just another game for us, isn't it?
Do you know what? I try and say to the players that we don't get ahead of each other. And I've said that from off. We don't get ahead of ourselves. We might have won 6-0 today. We might have won 6-1 at the weekend or on Thursday. Sorry, but it's 3 points and it's 3 points. You know, that was a well-earned point at Canvey, and that's 2 away games and 1 home game. So we've got an away game next week. We'll just take it as it comes, and again the week after that we've got another great game. I mean, Maldon are a good team, and I'm hoping the pitch is in good shape when we get up there. You know, because it's over the last few years I haven't been up there for a while because I've been in the leagues above, but I'm hoping that I've been told the pitch is in good shape, so I hope it suits 2 teams, you know, and I hope it's a good game for everybody concerned. And you know, for sure they won't step off what they're doing, and nor will we. I mean, I don't know how they got on today, but it's a great game for us, and then we go from that game into a really terrific game for the football club and the players at Hornchurch, and that'll be hard as well. But this is where we want to be as a football club, you know. When I came into the club, it's like I've said, I felt there was a little bit of a down after the FA Cup. Didn't particularly move it around too much, and we've really put a positive stamp on the club. I think the key to that has been players that have done unsung. You know, the goalkeeper's been terrific. As much as we've scored a lot of goals, he's been great, Dave. Connor in the centre midfield. You know, Alex today was outstanding. You couldn't touch him today. And again, Shad who's come in, Jack Macker who's come in. These lads who, like I've said, I listened to a few people's opinions, and that's all they are. We've all got them, and I just felt that these boys, along with just changing Jason Rad's position a little bit, they've been absolutely tremendous. I can't give them enough praise, but I'm also in the industry where I know it can go the other way, and we've got 2 really tough games coming up in the next 2 weeks. We don't know where we are after them, but we'll stay positive no matter what. Going into both games, we'll be positive because we've got no reason not to be. So, yeah.
So obviously that's our last game for 2019 done. First 4 months for you at the club. How have you found it so far?
I've enjoyed it. I could not have enjoyed it. The players have come in with me. James Good, John, George Sykes, you know, all these type of Parry, Connor Martin, and you know, I haven't brought in loads of players, but all these players surely have enjoyed it. You know, and with Georgie Allen, who's coming back from injury soon as well. So we're only, if we get James Good back and Georgie Allen, we're only going to get stronger because they're good players. So for me, I look at what we've done over the last few months. I've absolutely enjoyed it. The funny thing is, I think we were speaking beforehand, and my forte is clean sheets, believe it or not. When I was at Braintree with Devon, with Rod, and then I got my own job at Wingate, my forte was 1-0s, clean sheets. Wingate always had a minus, but always in the top 6 or 7. Here seems to have gone the other way. We can't stop scoring goals.
Yeah, so I was talking.
I must have turned into the best attacking coach or manager in non-league at the minute.
Well, like I mentioned just off camera, yeah. So it's 26 games, 71 goals scored, and 33 conceded.
Well, that's too many goals against.
Yeah, that's it.
I know we've conceded a few in the trophy and bits and pieces and the velocity.
Yeah.
But in the league, you know, we've been doing really well in goals against as of the last few months, you know, and it's really pleasing. The club's going into the new year, the club's in a terrific position, and long may it continue.
Brilliant. Cheers, Keith.